All right. Hello, world. We are live on everywhere but Instagram as usual. All right, there we go. We're live on Instagram. We are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook. Hello, world. Hello, designers. How are you today?
Hello. How is everybody?
Good. Let me see. Can you come close? Well, can you turn your Kim? Can you turn your mic up? You sound a little low, just a little bit,
Okay.
if possible.
What about now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So today we have Miss Sharon Stringfellow and Miss
Yay.
Kimberleigh Harden of 1111 Design Studios. Sharon is a crochet designer. Miss Kim is a macrame designer and the first macrame designer to appear at Strands.
Yay.
Um, these are Strands 2025 spring designers at our upcoming March 22nd and 23rd show. So, hi, ladies. I would just like you to introduce yourselves briefly, and we will get into the questions. Miss Sharon, please begin.
Hey, y'all. I am Sharon from Stringfellow Crochet Designs, and I'm not your average square. Look, I'm. I can show you better than I can tell you. But yeah, that's me,
All right,
Sharon. Mm-hmm.
Miss Kim.
Oh, I'm Kim Harden. I'm the founder of 1111 Design Studios based out of Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm a self-taught macrame artist. Been doing it for about 2 years now.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow, you produced
Yeah.
some fascinating stuff just to be doing it for 2 years. So, I
Mhm.
can't imagine what your growth will be like in the coming years. You guys are not too far from each other.
yeah,
Sharon
I
is
was
in
about to say that. You 30 minutes away from me. Okay, I'm in
and Oni.
Southeast DC,
Oni is
295.
yep. Oni is there. Who else is up there? Who else is up there by you guys? Is that it? Just Oni?
I think, yeah, I don't,
Okay.
yeah, I just know
And then,
only.
and then Roche from Crochet the Brand Official. I think she's in Baltimore too. So
Okay,
she was the one. She was in our fall show last year at the Sweet Auburn Music Festival. So
okay.
um, check out Crochet the Brand Official. She's by you guys as well. So the
Okay.
DMV got it. The DMV got it popping in
Yay!
the outskirts of the DMV too.
Yay!
So the whole that tri-state area. I love it there. That's one of my favorite places in the country. All right. So you've introduced yourself, Ms. Sharon, and you said you're not your average square. Can you
Yes.
please elaborate on that and tell us about your fiber art and what inspired you to start designing in the fiber art space?
Okay, do one thing at a time. My brain don't work like that sometimes. Okay, but I'm trying to remember
Okay.
what you said.
All right.
Okay, when I say I'm not your average square, my most of my designs start off with a square. It may be a motif square, granny square, but most of my designs start off with a square. And once I get finished, I can work a square. Okay, so that makes me different because I'm not your average square.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. You're like me in the fact that we both love motifs.
Yes.
I love motifs, especially to start with them because I can't stand starting with a long chain. Just drives me insane. So start with motifs, get your baseline from that, and then build
Mhm.
upon
Keep
that.
it, keep on going.
Exactly. All right. What inspired you to start designing in the fiber art space, in the crochet space, I should say?
What inspired me? Well, I've dibbled and dabbled with, I could do everything except put a sleeve. I couldn't do sleeves. All I could do was a tube top, right?
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
during the pandemic, I was like, since I love to crochet, let me see what's out here. So I got connected with a whole bunch of crochet people,
Hmm.
and that was it for me. And when I, started, that's what really inspired me when I got connected with other crocheters and like-minded people that were doing the same thing. And I just do me. And when somebody recognized me as a crochet designer, I was like, whoa, okay, maybe I got something going on here. Let me pay attention to what's being said. So yeah, that's what inspired me. I guess the recognition from other people because I didn't see myself that way, and
Right.
I'm beginning to see myself that way now.
Yeah, it's funny how a lot of us just fall into that space, not necessarily like aim to be in it, just it just works out that way, you know. So oops, hold on, let me get this screen right. Um yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yes, you are an amazing designer. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
play our video from last year's show. Let me mention that Sharon, this is Sharon's second appearance from in Strands. So I'm gonna play this video, and you will. There's her work right there on the screen, so you can see
So
how
excited.
she. Yeah, she's not your average square. It'll play. It's on repeat though. Yes. So Miss Sharon, I love your work. I do love
Thank you.
what you do with the motifs. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to be different. I mean, I use my same colors, and I just try to be different. Even though it all may look the same, in my brain is different, you know. So it
Right.
works.
So are you doing this collection for Strands 2025 in the same colors?
My colors are always orange, black, and white,
And gray.
and gray. So I've incorporated another color this time.
Oh, okay.
Um, so I think that's what I'll do. Each show, I'll just take a color off, but I'm gonna keep my orange, and I'll add another color.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Great. Orange is signature. I love orange too. It's one of my favorite colors. They say that's the color of the movement. So, good color. Good color choice.
yeah.
All right. All right, Miss Kim. Same questions to you. Tell us about your fiber art of macrame and what inspired you to start designing in that space.
Um, Actually, I started public. He was playing it like many years ago, and I saw a picture of a dress, and I just wanted to make the dress, and it started from there, going on to YouTube, looking at the macrame tutorial.
Excuse me,
Mhm.
Stacie. Turn the music down a little bit because I
Can
can't
you hear
hear.
music? Okay, hold
Yeah,
on. I'm sorry. I don't know why music keeps wanting to play. I have it muted. So my bad. Hold on. All right. That's better. You can't hear nothing now,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, Kim.
Oh,
Please start all over so we can make sure everybody heard you.
that's okay. Yeah, I started. A seed was playing it like many years ago when I saw a dress online,
Mhm.
and I just looked at it and thought about it. But like maybe about 3 years ago, it just came back to light. And I went on and started looking at YouTube videos on how to macrame, and it just started from there. Um,
Okay.
I just let the colors inspire me. I know,
Mhm.
Sharon, you say you use the same colors, but whatever color speaks to me at the time is what color I'm going to use.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Color is it makes everything more fun, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes it more fun. So you are one of those people that can learn from YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We all have our different learning mechanisms, and I was trying to explain that before. Like some people need that one-on-one, and some people can just learn from YouTube, which is very very impressive. I think
Yeah.
I can only learn from YouTube if I already know, a
Mhm.
little bit,
Yeah.
especially crocheting since it's so much, with the hands and holding and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I'm glad I got that knowledge hands on from my grandmother, So,
Mhm.
but there are so many people who can learn from YouTube, and I'm just so impressed by that. Like, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You can
That's
learn
my
anything.
go-to.
What'd you say, Sharon?
That's my go-to. YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I mean, and like I said, I use it, but I already know how to crochet, so I use it
Yeah.
to learn new stitches and
Um,
maybe how to put something together. But
Mhm. Mhm.
I admire you, straight up beginner YouTube learners. I can do computer stuff like that, but not not textiles.
Yeah.
I need to be able to have you touch me or grab something. So anyway, all right. So Sharon, who taught you how to crochet?
well, we used to go to a little activity. I don't know on Saturdays we would go to the church, and they would have I forgot what you call it because it's been so long ago, but I was 10 years old. And one activity was to learn how to crochet that Saturday. And I've been crocheting ever since. Now, I do like to read patterns.
Mhm.
So sometimes of course, when we didn't have YouTube, that's how I did it at first.
Right,
I
right,
learned how to read patterns. And when I really wanted to learn something, that's how I learned. But now that we have YouTube, it makes it so much easier to learn different stitches and stuff. So
right.
yeah, that I learned when I was very young, and I just kept it up. But it seemed like over the past 10 years is when I actually really started crocheting even more.
Right. Yeah, I'm like you, learned from patterns because there was no YouTube back
Hmm.
in the quote unquote years
Yeah,
ago.
back in the day, like they say, back in the
Back
day.
in the day. Back in the day. so, so yeah, I learned how to read patterns as well. So and plenty shouts out to those who can crochet without a pattern. I'm like, what? You know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I still need schemas or just the measurements of something
Hmm.
to put it together correctly at least the first time. So it's much admiration to those people who can not use a pattern at all and just go from there. um okay, so Sharon, can you share any significant moments or milestones in your career that have shaped your journey as a crochet designer?
Significant moments.
Or milestones?
Or
Mhm.
milestones. Well, one milestone. Well, let me say my first moment. My first two moments was this is my third show,
Okay.
and just doing these shows has really kind of like made me shit. I feel like I could do all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was like a witness.
Mhm,
Mm,
mhm,
ooh, I wish I could do that. And then when I stepped out on faith and actually did it, I was like, I love it. I
mhm.
love it, and I love it, and I love the fact that I found my tribe
Good.
in
Tell
Strands, and
Oh, okay.
this is this is where I plan on being. Okay,
All
yeah.
right.
Look, I forgot what the question was, but okay.
It was about sharing significant milestones, but okay, touch on the whole strands and finding your tribe because that is a significant milestone and moment. So
Yeah,
why do you feel that strands is your tribe?
I feel Strand is my tribe because I had something to compare it to, and when I got with y'all in your organization, the vibe was so different. I mean, it was like, ooh, we're gonna help each other, we're gonna support each other. It
Mhm,
was more of a friendship
mhm,
on instant.
right.
So it yeah, Strands did that for me, and it made me
Mhm.
feel like I belong to something, because I crochet. I don't know nobody around here that really crochet, okay? But I feel like I'm with my girls when I can be amongst the other people that's doing the same thing, or even as you being a macrame artist, it's like the creativity that's flowing throughout everybody. It's like, hey, this is where I need to be. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Strands
So
did it for me.
yes. Yep. You fit right in with us. And we welcome you.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you
you,
for coming back.
thank you.
All right, so Miss Kim, what about you? Can you share any significant moments or milestones that have shaped your journey as a macrame designer?
This is it.
And that's look,
This
So,
is
you is
it.
starting at a great place, okay?
I mean, to be recognized, to be selected,
mhm,
to stand up alongside of so many gifted women, that are in the industry is I'm honored.
Look, I feel you because I feel the same way. I'm like, I be like a kid in the candy store. I just be happy just be in the number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I be feeling it.
Yeah.
So I'm here just to learn. This is my first. This is my pretty much debut. Not many people have seen my work.
Mhm.
So this is my moment.
Okay,
Okay, well,
okay.
it's your big moment because you're
Yeah.
our first macrame designer. So
Yes.
you're on the spot.
Yes.
Okay. And I accept it.
All
Challenge
right,
accepted.
yes. Please receive it. We're a very welcoming bunch from the designers, the models, everybody involved in the show is really fabulous. And like Sharon mentioned, it's a friendship, it's a sisterhood,
Mhm.
it's all that. And
Mm.
it's funny how we most of us get together just once a year, but that time comes so quickly, and it's when
Mhm.
it does come, it's like, oh wow, it feels
Mhm.
like we just click back up right where we start, where we left off from before.
Mhm.
So it's a really cool situation, and I appreciate you guys for wanting to be part of Strands and making
Mhm.
it what it is. So
Mhm.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having.
um all right, Miss Sharon, I've seen lately that you've been venturing out and doing like your freestyle stuff.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay. I just started actually doing freeform,
Freeform crochet, yes.
and um I love it. It's like putting a puzzle together for me. You don't know what you're gonna get until you get it, okay? It's
Mhm.
like you laying pieces here, you laying pieces. It's really building your own pattern and the way you
Mhm.
want it to flow and how you want it to look. And even if I try to do it again, it's no way I could duplicate it. So
Right.
it makes it so unique. It just help me bring my creativity out even more, and
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Look, yesterday I picked up a string. I was like, let me see where this string gonna take me. I ain't never did that. Okay, never did that. By the time
Okay.
I was finished, I got a whole top.
Really?
I didn't put
So
like 6 different yarns in it,
okay.
different fibers, and it's just flowing real cute. I'm like, oh yeah, this is show right here.
Are you gonna bring that freeform to Strands
Oh
this year?
yeah,
Okay. Good.
yeah. I ain't do it. Look, I was happy to do that because I've never just picked up a strand and said go for it. And
Mhm.
just to see where my little brain was taking me, I was just messed. I was like, ooh, okay, let me just put another piece right here. Let me put this color right here, and it all just worked out. It worked out for me. So
Okay.
I'm bringing it.
All right. All right. All
Yeah,
right. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm
That's
excited.
a step I haven't taken before is freeform. So I'm gonna get brave like you
Yeah,
and
I love it. I
let the
think
hook
I think
flow.
that's what I'll be doing more of is the free form because you can just do your own thing, and it's not, well in crochet is really, I ain't gonna say there's no right or no wrong way to do things, but
Right.
it's your way. You shit, it's yours. You do it like you want to do it,
Right.
and it doesn't even matter. It shouldn't matter because it's yours.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because there are actually people do have the nerve to have a way that you're supposed to crochet, and I'm like,
yeah,
well, I guess. I mean, if it comes out looking like, I mean, if you use the hook and did the stitch how you wanted it to, you technically crocheted. So
right.
it is what it is.
It is.
Right? Okay. So, Miss Kim, the double stitch twins say it's going to be great. Your macrame designs are amazing and admired by us crocheters.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll love the book.
unlike you guys, I don't use patterns. Everything, whatever I plan on doing, it never finishes. It never ends up from what
Mhm.
it's supposed to be.
Oh,
So
yeah.
most of my stuff is yeah, like just I just wing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just go
Um,
with the
a
flow.
lot of a lot of the designers don't use patterns, and they do the same thing. And we will all tell you we do the same thing. Like we will start off like, oh, this is about to be a dress. This is about to
Mm-hmm.
be a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know about you, but most of my stuff don't end up being what I started off
Right,
making.
exactly.
Like, especially when I want to make a dress. A lot of times they end up being tops. first.
I
And
know,
then,
right? I know.
and then maybe later they'll turn into a dress, but
Mhm.
at least I'll get the top out of it for a minute. So, we are in the same boat when it comes to
Mhm.
those those things. Yeah, a lot of us don't use patterns. But like I said, I'll use the schema, but I'll come up with a whole different stitch pattern and other types of embellishments instead of using what it is, because I wish I had gone to design school so I can know measurements better and certain flow. I think that would be helpful for people to do or have some classes about that. That's an idea. So I'm gonna find a designer that can do that for like somebody who knows how to make patterns and knows about flow and drape and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, you're not alone in that at all whatsoever. So speaking on that, Sharon, you kind of touched on walking us through your design process with the free form stuff. But do you have any other thing to say about walking us about do you have anything to say about your design process and how you, from your concept to finished piece?
A lot of times I have to see it in my head first or get an idea of which way I want to go with a certain piece. And what helps me is like I might be looking at scrolling, through Facebook or some kind of social media outlet, and I might see a dress or something. I'll be like, oh damn, that look cute in crochet, and that see, and when I see I can see a structure probably out like on a tree or something like that. And I think in my head, I wonder how I can get that here,
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of nature. Nature produces a lot of amazing
Yeah.
structures, doesn't it? Lots and lots. All right. What about you, Kim? Can you walk us through your design process from concept to finished piece?
Yeah, basically it mainly starts with the colors. The colors kind of motivate me. And I actually it sounds crazy, but I actually have a conversation with God and I'm like, okay, so what we gonna do with this?
Yeah.
How we gonna work this out? And he tells me, he's like, okay, what you got? And I start, and then he comes back and was, this is what I have. And that's where everything takes a change. Everything takes a turn, and it comes out something totally different from whatever I expected.
Okay. Speaking on the whole God thing,
Mhm.
please elaborate on the name of your company.
1111. If you know, you know, right?
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I'm in a part of my life where I'm kind of rebranding everything. And the 1111 is symbolic of the columns to the entrance of my queendom that I'm building for myself right now through macrame.
Yes.
So that's where it starts.
I love that.
Yes.
Thank
All
you. Thank
right.
Yes.
That's very nice. Very, very nice.
you.
Well, let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to look at the comments. All right. I'll get back to those in a second.
Mhm.
So, yes, we are so excited, Kim, to see your work in person. So, do not be all shy and don't be all scared and running away when everybody's like, all like, oh my God, can we see how you do that? You do that. So, be prepared. Be prepared
Okay.
for the
Okay.
onslaught of questions and yeah, from us designers and even the models too. They're gonna be like, oh my goodness. So
Okay. Okay. I just don't want to disappoint, you know.
oh,
So
Oh, you won't.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, you
okay.
won't.
My designers do not disappoint ever. That's why y'all are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay. Sharon, how do you choose the materials you work with and what role do they play in your design?
The materials that all depends on how I want my outfits to flow.
Mm-hmm.
That will determine like the weight yarn that I use, the softness, to check the texture of it. all that plays a part in me selecting, what I want for like different designs. Because sometimes I want to make something that's small. I can make a square, and that square can be this big or this big, depending on what kind of yarn I use and what kind of hook I use. So the once I figure out what I'm going to do with the garment, that'll determine what kind of yarn and fiber I select to go with it.
Okay. What about you, Miss Kim?
Just like Sharon, the first thing I think about is how do I want it to hang? How do I want it to swing? How do I want it to frame the body? And the thickness is a big factor. But then also if I use the beading or smaller cords, I also factor in how much longer it's going to take, right? The
Mhm.
detail that goes into it, like it's it's a lot. Like it's a
Yeah.
lot.
At times I find myself, I have this habit of buying yarn without knowing what I'm going to do with it first.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so I have this plethora of yarn. So I have to figure out what I'm going to make with the yarn
Mhm.
instead of the other way around. Usually,
Mhm.
like have a
Mhm.
design in mind and be like, "Oh, I'm going to get that yarn." Nah, it's just that.
Same.
Oh, that was
Same.
pretty. I'm buying it, so I'll figure out what to
Exactly.
do with it later.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
that's how it works for me. So and then I have this really bad habit of buying that really thin yarn. So learning how you using it as just the base and doubling and tripling it up, I
Mhm.
have to do that a lot. So I keep the solids on deck, just to the threads on deck, just to compensate for the thin yarns that I'm not trying to use a little hook for.
Right.
Get
Right.
done.
Right.
So, yeah, the smaller the hook, the longer it takes, right? Or the
Yeah.
smaller the
Look,
Painful
thread.
sometimes. Yeah, it's painful.
I did make one outfit with some cotton, that little
The
teeny cotton.
thread.
Mm,
Yes, I was like, when I finished with that, I was like,
yeah,
okay, I don't think I want to do this right now.
it's painful.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's a nice finish, but it's
Right.
painstaking.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's a great finish,
Mm-hmm.
or it's a great carry along with another yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mainly what I use it for. If I'm not using it for maybe some earrings or something, but
Right.
by itself, that's like the only thing I would do it for with by itself. Because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Miss Aisha will use um, crochet thread to make her bikinis, and I'm like, that's dope because
Yeah.
that's a lot. It's really a lot. Um, okay. Um, all right, Miss Sharon, what unique elements do you think fiber arts in the crochet and macrame world brings to the fashion industry that other materials or techniques can't replicate?
Um, the unique element that we bring is the creativity from starting off with just from scratch in the thought.
Mm-hmm.
And the once you get that thought and you go on with that thought, yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get until you finish with it.
Right.
And with that being introduced into the fiber community, that sets us apart right there. I mean, we could try to duplicate or what somebody else did, but when that you did that and ain't nobody do it and can't nobody do it like you, it brings a satisfying feeling, because
Right.
I don't want other people to look like me. I don't want to look like everybody else either.
Right.
So I'm trying my
Right.
best to not look like you. So
Man.
I'm good.
Right.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so
But
I feel like the uniqueness is what we really bring, because I know I'm not really in the mood to duplicate nothing that I make. So if
right.
you
I don't
got
want to
it,
do it again.
yeah, I want to do it again. And
Right.
if you got it, you better be happy because ain't nobody else gonna be in it either.
Right.
So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Right.
I'm with you on not looking like cookie cutter folks, completely. Miss Kim, same question to you. What unique elements do you think fiber arts, especially macrame, brings to the fashion industry that other materials or techniques cannot replicate?
It cannot be mass produced, just like Sharon said. It cannot be mass produced. If
Mhm.
you want something that everybody else has, then go to Macy's, go to Temu, go to Shein, right? But if
Mhm.
you want something, if you're ready to step your game up and you're ready to step into your individuality and not look like anybody else, then yes, you would consult with one of us, right?
Yes.
Exactly. I agree. I agree. Kim, the
Mhm.
double stitch twins say that doesn't sound crazy at all. Get that spirit. And Miss Lizita, who will be joining us on Strand stage for the third
Lazita.
time, she says hello and she can't wait to see your upcoming designs. And same to you, Miss Lady.
Mhm.
Um, all right. Let's see. Miss Kim, have you been to Atlanta before?
Oh, yes, yes,
Okay.
many times. Mhm.
All right, cool. So this is not going to be new to you.
No, no.
um, how important is community within the fiber arts world? And how do you connect with other designers or enthusiasts? Sharon?
It's important for me because I feel it gives me a satisfaction on the inside. And it helps me know that I'm going in the right direction. And I also love the fact that I can communicate I still communicate with some of the ladies in the group
Mhm.
through via texting and and we've built friendships. We may not do it every day, but we know we there, so it's all good.
Right, right.
And I build community in my Facebook group. So
Right.
that helps me too, because when I first started this journey, my group got me through a whole lot. So it's important to be in community with other like-minded people. Yeah,
Yes, indeed. And what is the name of your group, ma'am?
crochet therapy.
Right. Okay.
Crochet
Crochet.
is my therapy. Because look, all kinds of stuff be going on sometimes,
Mhm.
and once I pick up my hook and my yarn and I get it out, I feel so much better. Um, I think a lot of my creativity it comes when I'm like, I ain't gonna say frustrated or whatever, but when I'm feeling a certain kind of way, because I like my stuff to be like sassy, right? So when
Right.
I'm feeling it, I know when I crochet it, it's gonna be the way I thought it was gonna be when I put it out there. So yeah, yeah,
Okay. So yeah, what you like you said, you create when you're feeling some type of way, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen when you're feeling some type of way.
yeah,
Usually, instead of going through anger and all the negative emotions, we're supposed to be channeling that energy when you into creativity and
yeah,
in production. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Even though we got to get to the point where we could just be creative without all the extra drama, right? Or
yeah.
Mhm.
Look,
without the pressure. I swear, sometimes I feel like I get real creative when I have 30 days left, like today,
right,
to, to have 10 to 15 pieces done for the runway. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's a
it's
lot.
on. It's crunch time. It's crunch time
Mhm.
because these 30 days is going to go by like,
Mhm.
like firecrackers. So yeah. We have a few comments on Instagram. Let's get to those. Miss Flavor Crochet, Tanine says she agrees that Strands is such a welcoming vibe. Yes, ma'am, it is. And thank you for
Mhm.
being part of it, Miss Flavor Crochet. Um, Handmade is Mobetta says nothing like being around other creative people, which is so true.
Yep.
Um, what I wanted to there, okay. Crochet Kim says, y'all some pros. I wish I could make my own design. And then she says, my bad. Hello, ladies. She says she got to use pattern even though she can recite them. How can y'all freestyle? One way I learned how to freestyle because I was definitely needing to use patterns in the beginning. But one way I learned how to freestyle was just taking some clothes, like dresses and garments that I have in my own closet, and just using that as a base pattern, but utilizing just different stitches. Having a stitch dictionary is crucial if you're going to be freestyling, because I mean, you can freestyle your own stitches, yes, but you can also use existing stitches to create your own patterns and designs. So what helped me to freestyle was using my own clothes and just as guidelines, and utilizing just different stitches and motifs, and that helped me out a lot to be able to learn how to put things together for later projects. So that's my recommendation to help. Do you have any suggestions, Sharon? That was hard to say.
For freestyling,
Yes.
yeah, a mannequin is good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a mannequin is
That's
good.
what
Especially, look, I got 4 mannequins, all
Mhm.
different sizes. Okay, so when I want to make certain things, because I'm more on a larger size, but a lot of people want stuff on a smaller size. So that mannequin really helps me a lot, because I know, okay, don't be making it this big if you're this small. Okay,
Right.
so that's a good guideline for free form, and also just try it. Just you
Right.
never know what you can do until you try it. And that's what a lot of my free form is. I just go ahead and try it, and most of the time it turned out pretty good for me.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly that.
just gotta try it.
Yeah.
Lizita says she sees that you have your trademark hook in your hair.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a major part of our lives. It's definitely her therapy. Crochet is definitely her therapy.
Mm.
Um, how about you freestyling, Kim? Like, what do you how do you have any suggestions to help people begin to freestyle?
Oh, the dress form is what I use too. I
Okay.
use the dress form, and it makes it so much more realistic. You know exactly what you're conforming the fabric to, the
Okay.
cord to, and it falls the way. You see how it's going to fall. You see how it's going to lay.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would highly suggest getting the free form
Oh,
done.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any recommendation on what type of dress forms to get? Because I honestly don't have one, and I've been wanting to get one, but then I get so overwhelmed because I want an adjustable one, I think, but because you do need more than one for sure.
Yeah, I have one. I can put it in the comments. I forgot the brand name, but it's really good though. But I'll put it in the comments once we're done.
Okay. Is it adjustable or just one size?
It is one size,
Okay.
but it does come with padding,
Oh, okay.
and the arms are removable.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. It has arms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Please do put that in the comments, because
Okay. Okay.
that's key too. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
want sleeves, you need to know how they gonna hang.
Yes.
So, all
They do
right. Well,
have the dress forms that come with the legs. They have them this hanging. I forgot the brand name though, but yeah, I'll let you know.
okay. All right. And if you don't have, if you can't get it into these comments, just let us know in our group, and then I can share that with everybody.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's cool. I definitely need a dress form.
Mm-hmm.
And Sharon, you say you have multiple, right?
look, and they stay dressed. Okay,
Yes.
they keep their clothes on.
Mhm.
All right. So there you have it, Miss Crochet Kim, a dress form. Utilizing your own clothes and just looking at even just schemas from patterns, and not utilizing the actual pattern, just the schema of the layout of how it goes. Those things can help get you on your way to freestyling your own work, and that stitch dictionary, which is so crucial. Um, all right, we are almost halfway done. I want to tell everybody that they should be following. Well, I don't want to tell everybody. Well, yes, I do. Can y'all please go follow the Instagrams and Facebook pages that are down at below? Stringfellow Crochet, The Chosen One 010, Fiber Arts Fashion, and Pinkjoy Crochets. Please go follow and to stay update on all of us designers and the show itself, which is in 30 days. 30.
Yeah.
This time next in 30 days, we will be on the stage. Okay.
Yeah.
30 days from today. On the stage.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I am too. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be different, but the same, but different.
Good. Good.
In the same that we're bringing you a spectacular show as always, but it'll have a whole different soundtrack and it'll have fabulous designs. Our theme is Oh So Meshy this year. So how's that working out for you, Miss Sharon?
Oh, I love mesh. I love it.
Right.
Look,
what do you love about mesh?
Look, that's what I used to do when I first started crocheting. Just put my squares on and finish it off with a good mesh. I want that movement. And
right.
If I wanted just a silhouette or whatever, that mesh did it for me. I learned how to work my mesh.
Yeah, I love mesh because it can do so much, and especially it's conforming to so many different body types, right?
Yep.
Like stretches to everything. Like it clings, it stretches, it does what it needs to do. It has a life of its own. Yep. So mesh is the thing. So that's why I wanted us to focus on some mesh work just to see, the variety of what mesh can we can do with it. So yeah, Miss Kim, are you bringing mesh in your macrame work?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cannot wait.
I definitely am. Yes, I understood the assignment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've tried to incorporate it in each one of my designs.
Okay, good. That's great to hear. Great to hear. Great to hear. All right. So can you describe a project or collection that pushed you outside of your comfort zone, Miss Sharon?
Yes. The motif. Strands 2024.
Why? You love motifs. That should have been easy for you.
It was just the fact that I had to create a different motif for every design. I didn't use the same motif over and over.
Right.
I challenged myself, and all 12 of my designs had a different motif. So that was kind of it was good. It was good. That was a good challenge for me. Because it helped me think outside the box a little better.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. That's the whole point, is making us think outside of the box of our comfort zones. Even though I like motifs too, so I was a little biased in choosing that. But still it even helped me too. And like you, I have a habit of combining mesh with motifs as well. Yeah. Like I said, I don't like starting with chains. So usually there's a motif somewhere to assist the process along the way. All right. So Miss Kim, what about you? Do you have what has pushed you out of your comfort zone?
Hey, having to come to Atlanta to be with you guys. How about that? It has really forced me to step outside that box, to instead of doing what I'm comfortable doing, despite the deadline, trying new things anyway, knowing that, hey, it might not make the cut, but still giving it a shot. And surprisingly, a lot of these things have turned out, pretty good. It's different from what I've usually done, and it looks pretty good.
Good. I always hope that Strands does allow all of us to step up our game every time, challenge us to do better, be better in every way. So yes, expect the challenge.
Yeah.
I think next year's theme is going to be pretty challenging too. Y'all heard what it was in the group, and we're just going to keep it there. But if you remember. Okay. Okay. So I'm very much looking forward to how we we bring this mesh work to the stage.
Mm.
How do you see fiber arts fashion evolving over the next 5 years, Sharon?
I see fiber arts fashion going mainstream. Um, I don't know of too many fiber art shows, especially around like in this area. I'm pretty sure they do have them, but I think with your show, it can be a traveling thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes. Okay, and let me say this. Let me interject this. And I didn't mean for my show. I just meant
But no, but
overall.
I'm thinking of your show
Okay.
because
I'll
your
receive that. I'll
show
take that.
is what
Mhm.
helped me introduce myself as a crochet artist.
Okay.
I think on a different scale. So I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of fiber arts fashion show. Okay,
Okay, I got
so
Mhm.
it's all good, and
it.
even with not even if it's not all about your show, I'm talking about fiber arts fashion being in the community. Like I decorate my tree, and with my yarn, I yarn bomb it, and if we can see more of beauty, because I think crochet, macrame, all that, anything we do with our hands, it can
Mhm.
bring so much beauty to a lot of places. So even if they use it more as street art, and building, just having the fiber arts as its own entity, like they have drawings. You know what I'm saying? They could do the same thing with what we create. Because I went to a seminar not long ago, and it was for DC grants, and they are paying these people all this money to have art, but you have to look at it differently. Instead of a piece of clothing, let it be a piece of art. Because these government
Mhm.
people are paying. Well, I don't know now with Trump in office. I don't know what's going to happen, but at one time they were doing soliciting artists to do yarn work, and I'm like, hey, that could be something that can kind of blow up too.
Right. Well, you
Yeah.
know, we have our exhibit coming up for the whole month of March, from March 8th to April 5th. We'll have our our fiber arts fashion exhibit in the hallways of the Southwest Art Center. So that's one exhibit.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
Yeah, so that would be nice. That would be a nice exhibit to actually take on the road as well. So,
yeah.
Mhm.
ideas. Soliciting
Ding,
grants. Huh?
yeah, grants, girl, they out here.
Mhm.
You
All
just
right.
got to know how to get them.
Yeah. That just
That's
takes
true.
some
Yeah,
research. So
they out here.
that's not too hard to do.
Yeah.
Um, okay. What was my next question? Um, oh, I didn't ask you, Kim. How do you see fiber arts, fashion, or even macrame designs evolving over the next 5 years? What would you like to see?
What I would like to see is, like Sharon said, becoming more mainstream. It's something that you can't really put into stores like that, because it's created with the person in mind, right?
Mhm.
And it's specifically made for that specific individual. But with that being said, the more people want to have their own look, the more people want to express themselves differently than what everybody else is doing, then the more it'll be broadcasted. And your show is doing exactly that. You're allowing people to come in and, like me, and be introduced and showcase what we do. And the more people catch on and like it and commission us to work, and like you said, the show will go like on a tour.
Right,
It's introducing people to what we do,
right,
and it's fire, so people gonna love it.
right. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you see that.
Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
we have that free community event on Saturday, March 22nd, which is to introduce the community to us for free so that they can get a glimpse of what we do to inspire them to either push on doing it themselves or just come see us, do more, just to introduce ourselves really. So we'll be having that Q&A panel, a mini fashion show, and an exhibit tour. So, everybody can come on out and for free on Saturday, March 22nd, and learn more about us in real life, and get introduced to fiber arts and crochet, macrame, and knit. Not even just regular knit, because everything is doggone knitted, but just what would you call it? One of a kind, high end, fine art knitwear. Fine art knitwear. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Michi brings to us as well, because it'll be the first time having knit on our stage. I can't call us a crochet fashion show anymore.
This is gonna be so cool. This is gonna be so
expanding.
Cool.
Yes,
Just to see what everybody has to offer. Everybody's concept of fashion is different.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be so cool just to see what everybody come up with.
Yeah, it is. It's so different, and everybody has their own lane, and it's just our expressions are just completely different, just from what we make, what we use to make, and what we use to make it with,
Right.
and for who we decide to make it for,
Right.
Because all of us even have different age demographic as well too. So it's just it's neat. I really. It's a lot to bring and it's a lot to see. So I'm excited as well to see what we all have in 30 days.
Look, you keep throwing them 30 days out there. She keeps throwing 30 days.
Yeah.
30 days. Let's look at the countdown calendar.
Like for real, 30 days. Like
how did we get here so fast? I'm just Look what that say. Oh, wait. We don't have 30 days in February.
Okay.
So you see what that say? You see what that say?
Yeah. You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't. I really didn't. I so really didn't. I'm just sitting here like, oh, well, damn. You're right. It is 4 weeks.
It's less than 30 days.
Less than 30 days.
Okay. So we gotta work a little bit harder.
Look,
I'm excited.
I wish our hands could go in 2 times speed, like you can put
Yes. Yes.
28 days. Okay. So Mike, I'm sorry for the 30 days. It's 28 days.
It's okay.
As short as 2 days.
Lordy. Okay. All right. We have only about 10 minutes left. There is, what was the question? What has been the most rewarding project you worked on and why? Kim, I'm going to take that to you first.
The most rewarding project and why? I guess the most rewarding project would be it would be something that I made for Strands, and it was for plus size model. And the reason why it's so rewarding is because it was something that intimidated me so much. Making something first for somebody else that's not my size, but I'm putting so much pressure on myself because I want them to be represented to the best. So that was for it to be completed and come out looking exactly how I envisioned it would come out. That was rewarding.
Oh, great. That's a great story. I can't wait to see what that is.
Yes.
All right, Sharon, what about you?
Repeat the question again.
What's the most rewarding project you worked on and why?
The most rewarding project I worked on. It may be small to others, but the most rewarding project I worked on was my tree in front of my house. That tree means a lot to me. It was in honor of my grandma, and I named the tree after her, Margaret. So I had to go out there and dress my tree. And when I got finished, I was like, "Oh, this is the prettiest tree on the block." I mean, and kids come past, they hug my tree. When people walk past, they ask me about the tree, and it helps me to talk about my grandma too, who I miss and love dearly. But it's a good conversation piece. That's one of the rewards that I did. And another reward that I received was this summer when I did the dream pitch in our city, and my business was selected to go to the second round, but I couldn't go because I did my first crochet cruise. So I was like, okay, this works, but just the opportunities that I've have been given, just doing what I love to do, is rewarding. So yeah, I just love doing it's fun to me. I just love it.
Okay, this crochet cruise. Would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah, I did my first crochet cruise during the summertime. It was just a few of us, and it was for anybody who wanted to go. So men went on a cruise too, which included my sons and his friends, and some people that were in a group, and we had a good time. I would love to do it again.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I would love to do it again. I think the next time I do it, I will incorporate other people to help me with the planning and all that stuff. But yeah, that's something that I would love to do again.
I raised my hand to
volunteer. Okay, yes, we can get that done.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. It was stress. It wasn't stressful. It was stress relieving, and some people learned how to crochet. Some people knew how to crochet. And when they saw us up there on the deck crocheting, we made friends, talking to other people who either admired or they crocheted themselves.
Right. Crochet is definitely a conversation piece, and attracting conversation piece. Because first they're going to ask you, what are you knitting?
Right.
And you have to be like, well,
I'm not knitting.
I'm not.
Even when I go to the store and I have this hook in my head, people like, you crochet? I'm like, yeah. So this is a good conversation piece too.
Right. Tell them it's a new trend. They should start doing it.
Yeah.
People catch on. Okay. All right. Well, let's wrap up here. I would like you guys to tell the world where they can contact you, and any parting words that you would like people to know about who you are, what you do, and anything. And Sharon, I'll take that to you first. Go right ahead.
As I stated at the beginning of this video, I am Sharon from Stringfellow Crochet Designs, and I am not your average square. You can follow me on Instagram, Stringfellow Crochet, YouTube, Stringfellow Crochet, and TikTok, Stringfellow Crochet.
All right.
So just follow me. I would love to meet you.
Yes, and then you can also join her crochet therapy group.
Oh yeah,
if you are on Facebook. She has Facebook. Go find it. She's there. All right, Miss Kim.
Okay, so what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Tell us who you are. Let's wrap it up by letting everybody know where they can find you on social media and any other words that you would like to impart upon us and the world.
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram, The Chosen 1010. Just Google me, Kim Harden. Okay, and everything will pop up. I don't have a YouTube page yet, but if you want to keep up with my macrame designs, and I'm also on Facebook, Kim Harden.
Okay. Yeah, you have some videos of you work in the macrame, so I'm pretty sure people are very interested in that. Do you have TikTok?
Yes, it's The Chosen 0701.
Okay. All right. So you guys got that, The Chosen 0701 on TikTok. You can follow us on TikTok as well at Fiber Arts Fashion. And you can find Strands on all the platforms at Fiber Arts Fashion. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Anything else? Is there anything else? Is that it? And threads. Oh yeah, there's threads now. And X. Well,
It's
that's
too much
fiber
stuff
art.
going on for me.
Yeah,
I can't keep
that's a
up.
lot.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like so overwhelming to try to keep up with social media. Like
Right.
that's a job in and of itself. So I
Mhm.
admire all those content creators out there, especially the crochet ones that can have their cameras posted at all times and
Yeah.
create
I
videos.
can't.
It's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot. So anyway, let's sign off here. Thank you, ladies, for your time. I appreciate you. I will see you in
Thank you.
27
In 28
days.
days.
No,
28 days.
26
Lord.
days.
Okay.
Because you gotta be here Friday.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
26 days. Yeah, I'll see you in 26 days. And everybody else, our 2025 Strands Fiber Arts Fashion Show is March 22nd and 23rd. Our Meet the Designer series is March 22nd. Tickets are free to that. The show tickets are $45 and $75. So please go get them at fiberartsfashion.com. And we will see you then. Again, thank you, ladies. And everybody
Thank
else,
you.
have a nice day.
All right.
Thanks, you too.
Create a great day and happy hooking.
You too.
Thanks.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye bye.
Bye.